Close. Joel Erickson dissects the Indianapolis Colts' first free agency move, agreeing to a one-year deal with receiver Devin Funchess. Joel Erickson, IndyStarMarch 13 marks the first day of the 2019 NFL league year and the official start to the free agency period. At 4 p.m. New York time, all deals agreed upon during the legal tampering period, March 11 to 13, will become official. Some teams, Detroit Lions, Cleveland Browns, New York Jets, have been quite active early in free agency. Other teams like the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots have taken a more measured approach. Under GM Chris Ballard yielded several key signings during free agency. Bill Polian made the personnel moves from 1997 to 2011. He was active in his first 3 off-seasons, but from 2004 to 11, he signed a total of 6 unrestricted free agents. When Ryan Grigson came aboard in 2012, he was active and signed 14 UFAs his first 2 years. How did these signings work out? Here are the Colts' most and least successful veteran free agent signings since the NFL's current system began in 1993. Hitserik Ebron, 2018. Indianapolis Colts tight end Eric Ebron, 85, reacts after scoring a touchdown during the first half of an NFL wildcard round playoff game. Photo, Matt Krieger, IndyStar. Before the Colts, he spent 4 inconsistent years with the Detroit Lions. With the Colts, he had a breakout first season with the Colts, notching career highs in every major offensive categories. His 66 catches for 750 yards and 13 touchdowns earned him a Pro Bowl berth. The 13 scores broke the Colts record for tight ends set by Dallas Clark. Denico Autry, 2018. Indianapolis Colts defensive tackle Denico Autry, 96, not happy late in the second half of their game at TIAA Bank Field on Thursday. Dec. 2, 2018. Jacksonville Jaguars defeated the Colts 6-0. Photo, Jenna Watson, IndyStar. Before the Colts, he spent 4 seasons with the Oakland Raiders, starting 18 out of 56 games. With the Colts, he led the team with 9 sacks in 12 games. He looked dominant at times, posting 7 of his 9 sacks during a 5-game stretch. Adam Vinatieri, 2006. Adam Vinatieri is nearing the NFL scoring record as he enters his 23rd season. Photo, Matt Krieger, IndyStar. Before the Colts, he had spent 10 years in New England, making clutch kicks in a couple of Super Bowls. With the Colts, he has been here a dozen years and the 45-year-old isn't far from the NFL scoring record. He has 2,487 points, Morton Anderson 2,544. He has made 86.5% of his field goals with the Colts and had a long of 54 yards in 2017. Frank Gore, 2015. Frank Gore rushes for the Colts in 2017. Photo, Matt Krieger, IndyStar. Before the Colts, he was a workhorse for the San Francisco 49ers for 10 years, gaining 11,073 rushing yards and scoring 64 touchdowns. He played in a Super Bowl. With the Colts, he has been a workhorse, though the yards have been harder to come by. In 3 years, he gained 2,953 yards and scored 13 touchdowns. And at 34 years old, when most running backs have long hung up their pads, he hasn't missed a game here. Mike Adams, 2014. Mike Adams made the Pro Bowl twice at safety. Photo, Matt Krieger, IndyStar. Before the Colts, he had played 10 seasons, the last 2 with the Denver Broncos. With the Colts, at ages 33 and 34, he had his true best seasons at safety, earning Pro Bowl berths and grabbing 5 interceptions each year. In his 3rd season, he had 2 pickoffs. Darius Butler, 2012. Darius Butler has been a cornerback and safety for the Colts over 6 seasons. Photo, Matt Krieger, Indy. Star. Before the Colts, he played his first 2 seasons in New England and his 3rd in Carolina. With the Colts, he has been the Colts' most versatile defensive back for 6 years, compiling 12 interceptions, returning 3 for touchdowns, and forcing 9 fumbles. DeQuell Jackson, 2014. DeQuell Jackson made 1 Pro Bowl with the Colts in his 3 seasons. Photo, Matt Krieger, Indy. Star. Before the Colts, he played 7 seasons in Cleveland. With the Colts, he piled up a lot of tackles as an inside linebacker in 2014 and 15, earning a Pro Bowl berth in 14. he returned an interception for a touchdown, and he had 6 fumble recoveries, 1 returned for a TD. His production dropped and he was suspended for 4 games in 2016 for violating the NFL's performance-enhancing drug policy. Kirk Loudermilk, 1993. Kirk Loudermilk works out during practice at training camp in Anderson in 1996. Photo, Patrick Schneider. Star photo, before the Colts, he spent 8 years as Minnesota's center. With the Colts, he started 64 games in 4 years here. Bill Wolford, 1993. Defensive end Leslie O'Neal of the San Diego Chargers tries to fend off offensive lineman Will Wolford of the Indianapolis Colts in 1995. Photo, Getty Images. Before the Colts, 7 seasons on the Buffalo offensive line with 2 Pro Bowl nods. With the Colts, he played here 3 years with a Pro Bowl berth in 1995. Chris Gardocki, 1995. Colts punter Chris Gardocki, 17, is congratulated by teammate Derwin Gray after Gray downed a punt inside the 5-yard line against Miami Monday, September 23, 1996. Photo, Paul Sancia, IndyStar. Before the Colts, he spent 4 years with the Bears, 3 as their punter. With the Colts, 4 years as the punter here, averaged 44.8 yards, and was voted first-team All-Pro in 1996. Jeff Burris, 1998. Jeff Burris, center, poses with Indianapolis Colts coach Jim Mora, left, and President Bill Polian on Feb. 18, 1998, after Burris agreed to a $20 million, 5-year contract to play for the Colts. Photo, Tom Stratman, AP. Before the Colts, he had 6 interceptions in 4 years as a Buffalo cornerback. With the Colts, in 4 years, he had 10 interceptions, 2 returned for touchdowns. He also had 5 sacks and was in on 247 tackles. Chad Bratzke, 1999. Colts defensive end Chad Bratzke, 92, stretches for a fumble as Sean King dives for the football in the 3rd quarter in Indianapolis, Sunday, October 31, 1999. Bratzke hit Dallas Cowboys quarterback Troy Aikman. Photo, Tom Stratman, AP. Before the Colts, he was a New York Giants defensive end for 5 years, playing regularly the last 3, compiling 19.5 sacks. With the Colts, he started for the first 4 of his 5 seasons here, getting 37 sacks and forcing 6 fumbles. Brandon Stockley, 2003. Brandon Stockley scores against Tennessee in 2004. Photo, Matt Krieger, the Star. Before the Colts, he was a lightly used Baltimore Ravens receiver with 60 catches. With the Colts, he was Peyton Manning's possession receiver for 4 years, with 139 catches for 15 touchdowns. His best season was 2004, when he had 68 catches for 1,077 yards and 10 scores. He also had 3 TDs in playoff action following the 2003 season. Monty Rieger, 2003. Monty Rieger, left, celebrates a win with Robert Mathis in 2004. Photo, Matt Krieger, Indy Star, Indianapolis Star. Before the Colts, he was a rarely used defensive tackle for 4 years in Denver. With the Colts, little was expected, but he was a starter for the first 3 of his 4 years here. In 2005, he had 4 fumble recoveries and 5.5 sacks. Eric Walden, 2013. Colts outside linebacker Eric Walden, 93, pressures Houston quarterback Brock Osweiler, 17, October 16, 2016. Photo, Michael McEldowney, Indy Star. Before the Colts, he was an edge-setting linebacker in Green Bay, rarely getting to the quarterback. With the Colts, he was a 4-year starter, compiling 23 sacks, including 11 in 2016. Corey Redding, 2012. Corey Redding celebrates a sack against Tennessee in 2014. Photo, Matt Krieger, Indy Star. Before the Colts, he had been with 3 teams, most recently, the Baltimore Ravens. With the Colts, when Chuck Pagano became coach here, Redding followed, as much to be a locker room presence as a performer on the field. Redding was a 3-year starter at defensive tackle on playoff teams. Missescory Simon, 2005. Colts defensive tackle Corey Simon celebrates in the 3rd quarter in Indianapolis, Indiana on Monday, October 17, 2005 Photo, Darren Cummings, AP. Before the Colts, he was an up-and-coming pass rusher, having compiled 32 sacks with the Philadelphia Eagles over 5 seasons. With the Colts, he signed a 5-year, $30 million deal. In 13 starts, he didn't get to the quarterback, and a knee issue forced him to miss the 2006 season and, eventually, retire. He was paid $14 million. Team owner Jim Irsay said in 2007 that signing Simon was just a bad mistake, in noting, "It has cost us a lot of money for not a lot of production." Arthur Jones, 2014 Indianapolis Colts defensive end Arthur Jones, 97, finishes off Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill, 10, at Lucas Oil Stadium on October 30, 2016. Photo, Michael McEldowney, Indy Star. Before the Colts, he was a reliable rotation defensive tackle for the Baltimore Ravens. With the Colts, injuries, and a suspension, limited him to 17 appearances over 3 seasons. That didn't cut it with the new general manager, Ballard, when he was on a 5-year, $33 million contract. Ron Landry, 2013. LaRon Landry played 2 years for the Colts at safety. Photo, Matt Krieger, the Star. Before the Colts, he had a reputation as a hard-hitting safety in Washington and with the New York Jets. He also had 5.5 sacks and 6 interceptions. He made the Pro Bowl in his lone season with the Jets. 2012, with the Colts, signed for 4 years and $24 million. He got in some good hits early, but injuries and suspensions cut short each of his 2 seasons here. Samson Sattel, 2012. Before the Colts, he was the starting center for the Miami Dolphins and Oakland Raiders for a total of 5 seasons. With the Colts, in 2 years, he started 24 games, but injuries and inconsistent play ended his time here. He wasn't worth the $4 million he was owed in a 3rd season. Sean King, 1999, Colts. Sean King hit Cincinnati's Corey Dillon in 1999. Photo, Matt Krieger, Indy Star. Before the Colts, 3 years with the Carolina Panthers, but the defensive end missed the 1998 season because of a suspension. With the Colts, they took a chance and it backfired. He started the first 8 games of the season but was suspended for 4 games for showing up late to a team meeting. He was later suspended a second time for a year and never played again. Donald Thomas, 2013. Donald Thomas during Colts organized team activities at the Indiana Farm Bureau Football Center, Indianapolis, Thursday, May 29, 2014. Photo, Robert Shear, Indy Star. Before the Colts, 4 seasons total, playing for New England in 2011-12. With the Colts, injuries limited him to 2 games at guard after signing a 3-year, $14 million deal. Greg Toller, 2013. Greg Toller recovers a fumble in 2015. Photo, Matt Krieger, Indy Star. Before the Colts, in 3 years in Arizona, he had 5 interceptions, 2 of which he returned for touchdowns. With the Colts, he was a target for derision by fans, though, when healthy, he started at cornerback for 3 seasons, earning $14 million. He had 3 pickoffs, 1 brought back for a TD. He had one particularly rough game in 2014 against Dallas, which threw 3 touchdowns in his direction. Guys were telling me, "Hey, it's going to be alright, it's cool." I say, "Nah, man, you have to be your biggest critic and put it on your shoulders and man up." Todd Hermans, 2015. Todd Hermans is new to the Colts offensive line in 2015. Photo, Matt Krieger, the Star. Before the Colts, he was versatile and a consistent starter for 10 years in Philadelphia. With the Colts, he was benched after 2 games as starting guard and appeared in 8 before being cut before the season was done. Andre Johnson, 2015. Colts wide receiver Andre Johnson, 81, crosses the goal line for a touchdown January 3, 2016. Photo, Matt Krieger, Indy Star. Before the Colts, the best receiver in Houston Texans history, snaring 1,012 catches for 13,597 yards, and 64 touchdowns. With the Colts, he signed for 3 years and $21 million. In one uninspiring season, he had 41 catches and 4 scores. Patrick Robinson, 2016. Chicago Bears wide receiver Cameron Meredith, 81, catches a touchdown behind Indianapolis Colts cornerback Patrick Robinson, 25. October 9, 2016. Photo, Matt Krieger, Indy Star. Before the Colts, he played one season with San Diego after spending his first 5 years in New Orleans, with the Colts brought in to anchor one side of the field at cornerback. He struggled with injuries and appeared 7 games, making little impact. After signing for 3 years and $12 million, he was released after 1 year. He had an excellent season as Philadelphia's slot corner. Antonio Cromartie, 2016. Antonio Cromartie in 2016. Photo, Matt Krieger, Indy. Star. Before the Colts, 10 seasons and 3 teams, and he had just finished his second stint with the New York Jets. With the Colts down defensive backs because of injuries, they took a chance on him. It didn't work. He appeared in 4 games.